This is stuff I was doing 2016. This is GameCube. So this is stuff I was working on in New York. I would just go to the park and bring some newsprint. I actually used the XL. They used to be called the Biggies. I think they changed. The Biggies, and I would just doodle on them with different sizes. Only black I would do. And so I've got a few of those here. It would be like a lot of things that I heard people say out loud, and then some stuff that I was thinking. And I would just sit at the park, mostly Bryant Park, and then some park in Brooklyn that I don't remember the name of. I was pretty productive then because I didn't have a job. So I just go and do that. This is an early style of just changing every letter to B's and 8s. I do that a lot now. This one's my favorite, I think. Big pants. Another thing I like about the Biggie material is that the newsprint fades over the years. So as you can see here, it totally looks yellow. Okay, so this is a series from 2017. This, but poster size. And so it's the same kind of newsprint material. I included this at the show in Pipsqueak, which is a gallery, and it's all made with this handmade mop marker, which I since lost or broke or something. And it was it's just India ink, like black ink, water based, and I would do it. Each one I would spend like 5 minutes on, so it was really like speedrunning style. I really like the idea of making your art, making your drawings, like, especially with drawings, I feel like the media lends itself to like, I really like to just crack it out. No thought at all. So it ends up being like whatever you're thinking about, which is usually like demons and really horrifying. This is really scary to me to this day. But sometimes it's happy, and like this one I would say is pure joy, which also just kind of jumped out. A lot of these I did live at the show, and then I would hang them up on the wall. I also like the idea of live drawing and live painting. That way people can, usually people get bored, but sometimes they don't, which is pretty cool. So this one was a radish man, gunman, shooter. I was really into like armed insurgency for a while. So I wanted to make cartoons that appealed to kids, that told them it was okay to be in combat if you have to defeat the enemy. 2E. This is very Tetris influenced, which I was really into for a while. Still am. Tetris means a lot to a lot of people, including me. This was the first painting I did in a while. It was like, I had painted some stuff, but it's all gone. So this is the most recent painting thing that I actually held on to and really put time into also. So I had some shading, which was kind of hard. For me, painting is really difficult for me. I only do drawings, so this is pretty different stuff. Okay. Some stuff I did with ballpoint pen. I was really trying to get it as detailed as I could. Took a little bit, like a couple minutes. This was money I was trying to use. because for a while I was very poor, and I still am, even though I have a job now. It was about 2 months I didn't have a job because my business that I worked at was gone, was made to go away. So I started making money in the hopes that I could use this at grocery stores and clothing stores, because, you know, we all need to eat. So I was thinking that if I made it look official enough, a lot of these you'll see I have watermarks and United States seals of officiality. Oh yeah, so I have Unlocked and Unstoppable Force, $12. This one is cool, a little galaxy guy in a pool of water. And they're all on the back of receipts. Other things I like to do include making music, which I do for fun, as a joke. And I take music very seriously, and I make it in my room, usually alone. Lately, I've been doing it less. I've been focusing on other stuff, but in the past I took it more seriously than my drawings, but now I kind of switch off every once in a while. I'm also in a band called Quay, aka Good Noon, aka Bobcat's Bible Learning Studies Facility, and that's me and Shan and Bobcat, and we do, it's like noise music, I would say. We have a release on Hoge tapes from Japan. We're hoping to get some more stuff, because actually with Quay, Good Noon, we have a lot of recorded music. I would say we have about 30 hours total recorded, and that's about 30 albums. Each is an hour long, and they don't need any editing whatsoever. Our approach to music is we just literally just press record and make a lot of songs really fast, and they're not, they're really fun to listen to for us, so we'll see if they're fun for anyone else. But with my music, yeah, it's just, it's a really different process. It's all just like, I paste stuff together, and it's really meticulous. I take a lot of time on it, and kind of a perfectionist with that. So I would say music is like the one thing I actually take my time on. So I'm pretty slow with releases. But yeah, Bug Buzz, that's my music. Okay. So this is one of the first articles we made. It's called the Canvas Sack, and t-shirt, which is designed by, this was a collaborative work between me and Shan, and I would say I did most of the work on this, but in fact I think I did all of the work on this. So this is a solo work. There's a lot of mistakes. Clumping was happening, a lot of overlapping. But I really like how it turned out. I actually wear this outside a lot. It's a very dirty shirt. It's stinky as well. But it captures an aesthetic of a time period in our lives, I guess. It feels like filth, which is what we are. So the things that influence me are children's art, and specifically this book. It's got a lot of children's art. And then the works of Pit Solak, artist from Nunavut in Canada, like the northern areas. This is like her art. It's really good. Inuit art. And a lot of these are drawings, so that also inspired me, but they're like this is a marker drawing, I think. But this one's like prints, which I want to try one day. But, yeah.
Hi, What a cute boy. Interested in my body, aren't you?
Not interested.
This is something I'd really like to take a picture of. I like to take pictures of stuff that kind of like reminds me of stuff, like memories, I guess. But I also like taking pictures of stuff that shows that Seattle is a really dirty place and people trash it simply every day. And Seattle has a really clean image. And pictures don't really have a point. I'm also just I just like taking pictures. But something I would like to tell people is that Seattle, if I have a chance to talk, I might as well tell people this, is that I think Seattle, by doing this cleaning and cleansing ritual or whatever it's doing, it's really being really mean. Is normally considered mean. Like, you think of mean as like a angry boss telling you what to do. But there's another kind of boss, which is the Seattle boss, that tells you what to do and frames it as something that they think that you want to do. So I think what Seattle is doing is really passive-aggressive type of management, where there's homeless people who have to sleep outside and it's really cold, but they beautify the city and pretend that that's not happening. They just completely pretend it's not happening. And the architectural style is very passive-aggressive and really unfriendly towards people who have to sleep outside. And for instance, Seattle will raise the time for when you have to park. So it's like, it used to be you had to pay till 8, but now you have to pay till 10. And there's this whole ad campaign which shows people dancing, and it says, new, exclamation mark, new, pay till 10. I have to pay till 10 now. That's awesome. I can, there's 2 more hours in which me parking costs me money. And oh, wait a minute, that sucks. And Seattle does that in every aspect of society. The same approach.